guys, it's Pam. What are you at? Today is Tuesday? Today is Tuesday, September the something, 20th or something like that, I think. Yep, September 20th. So, it has been a really long time since I did a WIP update. I went on vacation in July. I came back to crazy work in August, and then trying to get the kids ready for my son going to high school and my daughter starting university, and I just didn't get a WIP update done at the beginning of September. Normally I do them at the beginning of the month, and that went right out the window. So I have not done a WIP update, I don't think, since, well, it's been well over a month, almost 2 months. So I have lots to show you. You might as well sit back and get your stitching out. It's been a bit of a crazy month or two, 6 weeks. So, where to start? As you probably saw, if you watched my last video, Donna Marie was here and visited me from Scotland. Hi, Donna. We had a great trip, or I should say she had a good trip. I hope she did. She was here, stayed with me for a full week. I did get a couple of questions. People asked me how we had met or how I knew her. We met through Flosstube, this lovely, lovely stitching community of Flosstube. She was making videos, I was making videos. We got to chatting. We chatted via Messenger. We chatted via Skype. Then we got into a regular routine of stitching together. Using like Facebook Messenger or Skype calls, and we would just stitch together and fell right into a routine of doing that. And we've been talking, oh my gosh, well, for well over a year. It's been like a year and a half almost. Yeah, it's been over a year and a half, I think. And yeah, we're just so comfortable with each other. And then we were saying, oh, you should come visit, and just on a whim one night we started talking about it, and then next thing I know, she's looking up flight details, and here we are, you know, however many months later, and she's been and gone now. So I'm going to go visit her in February when I go to the Hayde retreat, the Heaven and Earth Designs retreat that is being held in Crewe in the UK, in England. I'm going to that in February, and I'm really looking forward to that. So my plan is to fly over to Scotland, stay with Donna, drive down to the retreat with her, enjoy that, then go back to Donna's for a couple of days, and then fly home. So same sort of thing, quick visit, 1 week in and out of Scotland and England, all in one whirlwind tour. So I have a lot to show because I haven't shown any of my WIPs recently, unless you've been following me on Instagram, which you can do. My Instagram is @PammyPapers, and I'll leave a link in the description below. So I'm going to go, and I don't even remember where I left off. I didn't go back and watch my previous video, so I don't know what you guys have seen and what you haven't seen. I don't know where my projects were the last time you saw them, so I'm just going to show them to you and go from there. So let's start with my Monopoly board. The Monopoly board is still a work in progress. I have taken it out of my rotation, which I think I talked about the last video, and I've started just taking it to work, and on my downtime at work I have been stitching on it. Now, I just had a week of vacation, of course. Actually, I've had 2 weeks of vacation. And I have been very busy, so there's not a whole lot of progress, but this is the last side I have to work on. I've gotten part of free parking stitched. I've got the railroad done. I've put in the prices at the bottom of these blocks, and I've filled in the colors at the top of each of the squares. My plan is to just keep working on this at work in my lunch breaks and my spare time, There's not a whole lot to finish. I need to put in the place names. Need to finish this light bulb. I need to stitch a community chest right here. And then it's just the center. And the center is like the Monopoly symbol. I'm going to put that in here with the little squares for the chance and community chest cards. And then it's going to be done. So again, this is no longer my rotation. I'm just working on it during my shifts at work, on my lunch break or otherwise. So that's WIP number 1. WIP number 2, I'm going to show you, what will I show you next? Let's show you Quiet Frost, because I haven't shown you that one in a while. It's still on the Q snap, but I'm going to take it off the Q snap, I think, just to show you. Quiet Frost is the piece that was done. It's a painting by a local Newfoundland artist named Adam Young. Very talented young fella. I just love his work. I love his use of color. And I got his permission to chart it. So I charted the design. And I have been working on this week. So I'll insert a picture of what it's supposed to look like, so you know what the finished product is going to look like. I'll insert a picture of his painting. And this is where I am. Okay. So I have worked all the way down this side. There was a page finish right here, right along here, and now I'm working on the last page down. So this will take in the rocks and then the reflection of the water at the bottom here, and then that's as far down as it goes. Okay, so that's where I am with that. That's coming along nicely. I love this little tree here, this little falling over tree. That's what that's supposed to be, a tree that's sticking out of a rock, but there you go, that's where that is. So that's Quiet Frost. My next piece is, drink my water. Let's get out this big box. Ooh, big box. Oops. Cute snap clamp. Okay. The next piece I'll show you is Record Girls. She has some progress. She has a face, like a full face. So, here she is. Da, da, da. She is coming along really nicely. You'll have to excuse my voice. I've got a head cold, so I'm still working through some things with that, with my sinuses. But there she is in all of her glory. Yeah, she has a face. I am in love with her little button nose. Love that little nose. So I'm very pleased with how she's turning out. This is a little flick in her hair. I love that. So I'm going to keep working on her. My intent is to get a lot of progress on her in the next couple of months. And I'll explain why or how now in a few minutes. But my intent is to change my rotation a little bit. And I want to get a lot of progress on her. Because I really, really want to get... This is my oldest full coverage WIP. And I want to get it done. I want to get it completed. Alrighty. The next one I'm going to show you is my Mirabilia. My first Mirabilia I've ever worked on. This is Santa's Magic that I purchased when I was on vacation in New Brunswick. I got it from Because You Count. Lovely, lovely store. I cannot say enough nice things about it or the people that are there. So hi ladies, if you're watching. This is Santa's Magic. I worked on this, I think, for a week, and then like 1 week of my rotation. And then while Donna was here, she worked on her memorabilia one day, and I worked on this guy for one day. Now, which way is right side up? This way is. Okay. So, here, wait now. Let's see if I can move this. Let's see if I can show this to you better. There we go. There it is. So, you can't really, the lighting in here is really bad because I've had to turn on the overhead light. It's really overcast here today and raining and drizzly. But you can't really see, but there is a lot of sparkle in here. This is all Krennic in here. All of this blue and green, it's all Krennic. The little red, these red circles have little red bits of Krennic inside. All of this gold, of course, is Krennic. I'm not having any trouble working with the Krennic. I know lots of people prefer Petite Treasure Braid, but I am using the Krennic. I'm not having any issues with it. I am, however, stitching with one strand, not two. The DMC is done with two strands over two on 28 count. So it's the equivalent of 14, I guess. And but all of the Krennic, I'm just using one strand to stitch with because I think the coverage is fine. I'm not having any issue with the coverage with the one strand of Krennic. And it keeps it from being lumpy. Two strands was much too lumpy. So that's where Santa's Magic is. I just wish this fabric would show up nicer. It's not too bad there, but it's got a really nice soft yellow modeling to it. It's actually the colorway is Mellow from Picture This Plus Fabrics. I am loving this memorabilia piece. Loving it. So glad I bought it. All of the ladies that everybody stitches and the mermaids that everyone stitches are beautiful and lovely. They're not really my thing. I've only got one mermaid chart that I ever really took a liking to, and that's the mini bath time mermaid from Haid. I like that chart and I have it, but I haven't started stitching it, of course. Okay, last WIP, I shouldn't say last WIP because it isn't, but next WIP. This is Death by Cross Stitch. Oh my God. I love this piece. I'm not working on it as much as I would like to work on it. What I've been doing is every couple of days I'll spend an hour or half an hour working on this piece. Instead of having it as a full piece in my rotation, I just work on it a little bit by little bit. And I'm doing this on 25 count antique white Lagana, and I'm doing it with DMC 939, which is a navy colored. So this is where I am with Death by Cross Stitch. I love this piece. Love it. And I'm actually stitching it. I'm actually stitching it by motif. So, like I did the top border on that page. Now I'm doing the side border on this page. After I did the border, I worked on this motif here with the unicorn and the bird. Then I worked on this section, which was the grass. Then I completed this section, which was the flower. motif, which brings me down. I think that's the end of this page. So now, no, actually it's not the end of the page, I don't think. No, it isn't the end of the page. I think the next section I'm going to work on is I'm going to work on this diagonal border that comes down here. So I'm working on it section by section, not, you know, across the page like you would work a height or something. I'm just working on this piece by piece. But I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the daintiness of the stitches. The 1/1 and the 25 count is fantastic. It is a joy to stitch with. Okay. Next piece, let me get out the other box because it's my Hades. Ugh. All right, move these out of my way. Too many things. My Hade. I have two Hades, as you know, that I'm currently stitching. One is A Christmas Carol, Heaven and Earth Design, and the other one is Old World Map. Now, Old World Map I was doing for the challenge. And I really don't think I'm going to complete the challenge this time. I did every other challenge that they put out this year, but I'm a little bit burnt out, I think, on doing the challenges. I just found the last one was you had to stitch an entire page one color at a time, and I did that. And now the next challenge was to stitch an entire page again using parking, but instead of stitching in columns you had to stitch in rows. And I'm a little bit burnt out with the piece, so I don't even know if I'm going to attempt to finish the challenge. I don't think so. So I'll show that one to you first. That's my Old World Map. That's the one I was doing the challenge on. And here it is. I don't think I've stitched on this since the last time you saw it, actually. So this was the first page that I started on, which I didn't finish because, of course, the challenge came up and it was to stitch a full page, and it had to be a full clean page, so I stitched this page here, okay? And now I'm on this page. So that's my Old World Map. I love the piece and I'm enjoying the piece itself, but I'm a little burnt out with trying to complete a page. I've got parked threads everywhere. It's just a mess there now. It's like a hot mess. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, I think I'm done with the challenge for now. I don't have any intent. I think you have until maybe the 15th of October to finish the challenge. But I don't see me getting that done. Not with my plans for the rest of my rotation for the next month. Then it's my... love this piece. This is my Christmas Carol. I just love this piece. Again, this one is stitched on 25 count, 1/1. That's 2 pages. This is another page. So I'm working my way down here now. Yeah, very much in love with this piece. I love how it's got the little flecks of snow. You can even see the snow falling here, you know. Little signs hanging off the edges of the stores. I just love this piece. This is like a line of, I don't know if that's a clothesline. Well, it wouldn't be a clothesline, I guess, in the snow, but it's some sort of line with things hanging on it here over the street. I'm in love with that. I seem to very much like 25 count 1/1. I find the stitching so neat. I find the stitches are just beautiful. and the floss just lays so lovely. Okay, that's it for my WIPs. That is all my WIPs. That's where they all are. That's where I've gotten to progress-wise. So my plan going forward is to continue my rotation. I still like my rotation. It's working well for me. Every week, switch out a WIP. Well, actually, it's every 8 days I switch out a WIP. But the Mad Chatters group, which I'm a member of, hey ladies, the Mad Chatters group has, we've kind of like privately put together a little WIP Your WIPs challenge or focus group. And the piece that I've decided that I want to get off of my plate, there's two, my Monopoly board and Record Girls. Record Girls is my oldest full coverage piece. And I want to see it through to its fruition. So what I've decided to do in order to get more progress on that particular piece is I'm changing my rotation. So what I'll do is I'll do a week of whatever piece is supposed to be in my rotation, and then I'll do a week of working on Record Girls. Then I'll do the next piece in my rotation for a week, and then I'll do a week of working on Record Girls. So every second week I'm going to insert Record Girls and see how much progress I can get done that way. Just to whittle it down. I still won't get bored with working on my projects because I won't be working on it for an extended period of time, just a week at a time, but I can get more progress in that way. So I'm going to give that a try and see how that goes and see how much progress I can get done in the next couple of months on that piece. So that's my WIP. That's my WIP that WIP for that challenge, for that group. With my Monopoly board, I'm focused on trying to get that piece completed as well. But like I said, that's going to be the piece that I'm taking back and forth to work. And I'm not going to take anything else to work on. My plan is to kind of focus on that piece and keep that with me as my traveling in the car on the go piece. I also have been driving my daughter back and forth to university some days. So days that she only has like a single class, or she only has, I can just, and I wait for her rather than driving home and then going back. I'll keep that in the car as well so I can just work on it while I'm in the parking lot or what have you, if I don't have errands to run. Okay, so next thing. I did have 2 FFOs. And I'll have to insert pictures of them. I finished my Lizzie Kate A Good Marriage piece that I was working on. Did that for our 20th wedding anniversary. Our 20th wedding anniversary was on the 24th of August, and I got that finished in time for our anniversary. So it was all finished and done, but I hadn't had it framed in time. So I did manage to get a frame while I was at Michael's last week before last week. And now it's all framed up. So I will insert a picture of what it looks like now that it's all framed, or I'll insert a little bit of video or something at the end. Hey guys, so I've been doing a little bit of framing, and this is A Good Marriage by Lizzie Kate that I finished for our anniversary. And I'm kind of filming it at a weird angle because this is the only way I'm not getting too bad of a glare on it. So that's the stitching. And I framed it myself. It's not too bad. It's pretty straight actually. And then I put my little signature, I don't know if you can see that down there at the bottom, August 2016, because I stitched it for our 20th anniversary. Yeah, and I got this frame at Michael's. It's just a standard black frame, but it was like the perfect size without a mat for it. And I didn't really want a mat. I wanted to keep it simple, and wanted to be able to show off some of the fabric there. Yeah, so that's A Good Marriage. The other piece that I did was a pin cushion. When Donna came to visit, I did up a little gift basket for her with some goodies in it. And then because her birthday is next month and I'm not going to see her for her birthday, well, other than on, you know, chat or Skype or something, I made her a PVC lap stand because she was wanting one, and she wanted to actually, when she got here, she wanted me to take her to the hardware store so we could pick up the pieces and put it all together. And I went ahead and did it for her. So I went and got all the parts and pieces and cut them. Well, I got my husband to cut them. And then I packaged it all up for her. And I made a pin cushion. And it's a free chart from the Primitive Hair. I'll put a link. I better make a note. But I'll put a link to that in the description. And the Primitive Hair, it's called. And it's a chart that says Sister Stitcher. And it's just a little primitive design, prim design with two ladies and a couple spools of thread with needles. And so what I did was I decided to make a pin cushion. So I stitched the design on a piece of even weave I had laying around. And then I stitched a backing piece that was just like a spool of thread with some string. I stitched it together, stuffed it with some cotton, and sewed it up. And I'll insert a picture of what the finished object looked like. Okay, so that's that. So that was my two finishes, and I'll insert the Lizzie Kate at the end. Okay, what else can I talk about? My Midori. I did a new insert for my Midori for my stitching that basically, so I can keep track of my stitching, that has monthly pages that look like this. And I just labeled it September. I put all the days of the week down the top or across the top. And then I listed all my WIPs. And then every day that I've worked on a WIP, I've just put an X on which WIP it was that I worked on. And I circled in pink if I finished the day that I finished it. If I finished it. Or circled it in some other odd color. So there's pages like that. There's blank pages where I can keep notes for different projects. What other kind of pages are in here? I like to know how much time I work on my projects, my large projects, not my little ones, but the large ones. So I basically have charts like this that show the date and how many hours, you know, I worked on it that day, how long I worked on it. And then at the back, I just have a running list of finishes and when I finish them. So that's that. Now, what else? I'm trying to think other things that I should tell you about because it's been so long since I did a video. Haul. I have some haul. I have some cross stitch haul and I have some not cross stitch haul, but it's cross stitch related in a roundabout backwards way. So when I was on vacation and I was at Because You Count, which is the name of the store in Moncton, New Brunswick, I said to the ladies there that I was looking for a Rosewood Manor chart called And a Forest Grew. And they ordered it in for me, and it arrived in the mail, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago now. Oh, I'm in love with this piece. I cannot wait to start it. I'm not starting it yet, but this will probably be on a new start for 2017 for sure. So this is Rosewood Manor and a Forest Grew. And that's what it looks like. I just love all of these little motifs. And it's not even just trees. They have all different trees, but then there's like little bunnies, owls, birds, little fox. So the booklet comes with the chart for this piece as well as charts for scissor fobs or other little pieces. And there's a couple other charts inside, which I can't show you because there's no picture of the chart. It's just, there's no picture of the finished piece. It's just a picture of the chart. But I'll tell you something that shocked the pants off me. I was so excited about getting this, and I had mentioned to someone that I had it. I think it was one of the girls on the Mad Chatters group, and I think it may have been Christy. Yeah, I think it was Christy. And Christy said, "Oh, I love that chart." Until I noticed there was like 104 colors. And I said, "What?" Yeah. Because they didn't have this and I couldn't have a look at it before I bought it, which this is not going to deter me anyway. I'm still going to stitch it, but I just think this is ludicrous, okay? This thing here, and I'm not giving anything away because I'm not going to show the chart, but there are 2 full columns the entire length of the page and more besides of DMC colors that are used in this chart. I have Hades, okay, that don't take 104 colors. Yeah, I have Hades that don't take this much. I was really, really surprised to hear that. So as soon as Christy said it, I said, "Oh, I gotta go have a look at this booklet. That can't be possible, right?" Wrong. Yeah, I haven't counted them, but it's something like 104. Or 100. Yeah, I don't know. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 48. 48. Yeah. 48. Yeah, 48 and 48. So that's like 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 1, 2, yeah, 104. There's 104 freaking colors in this thing. So I'm blown away. Anywho, that will get stitched. And will eat into my DMC stash, but that's fine. That's what it's for. The other thing I got while Donna was here. We went to Michael's one day, and I had never purchased a dimensions kit. I've never worked on an actual kit. I mean, I have a couple of kits, but I haven't worked on one yet. Anyway, while we were at Michael's, I got this little kit. Laundry today or naked tomorrow. And it comes with, of course, everything in it. The Ada's there, the floss, and the hoop to frame it in. I just thought it was cute, and I think I'm just going to stitch that up real quick, and I can just hang it on my laundry room door downstairs. So that's my other piece of haul. So not a whole lot of haul, but a little bit. Now, the piece of haul that I have that is not really cross-stitch related, but it is in a roundabout way. This is for Claire, Pyrex Stitches. Hi, Claire, if you're watching. So, Pyrex Stitches, right? Okay, so Pyrex Stitches loves Pyrex. She loves cross-stitch and she loves Pyrex. She's an Australian stitcher, and she goes by Pyrex Stitches on YouTube because she also collects Pyrex, which I am in love with the look of, but didn't really own any or have any. Anyway, I got enabled by Claire, and every time I watch her videos and every time I see her Pyrex in the background, or sometimes she takes Instagram pictures and she posts them and her Pyrex is there, her lovely little mugs or her bowls or something. Anyway, I decided I was going to start collecting Pyrex. Not a lot, but a little bit. So, see these above me? Yeah. So, this is thanks to Claire. I'm going to try and take one down. Okay, so this is a set of 4. I'll just show you. This is a set of 4 Pyrex dishes that are like a really soft butter yellow, and they have this lovely design on them. They are in really good condition. They're not scraped and scratched. The designs are in good shape. You know, no cracks or chips. I found these from a lady who was selling them locally, and I bought them from her. There was a set of 4, and there's another one. There's a set of 4 nesting bowls here, and I got those from her. I think this design is called Shenandoah or something like that. Claire can correct me. But I love these. These are so lovely. And then the other set I got is a set of 3. And those ones I think are called Autumn Harvest. But these are kind of neat because I like these ones. Because these are different colors. So there's an orange bowl with wheat on it. There's another orange bowl that's the same color with wheat. But the middle bowl is a darker colored bowl. They make them in these 2 coordinating colors. So my understanding is the sets of 3 of this type were all made with 2 bowls of either the light or the dark orange and 1 bowl of the opposite color. I think I saw that somewhere. And again, I don't know much about Pyrex because I've only just started collecting it and I've only just started reading up a little bit on it, but I was really pleased with these when I found them. Again, these are in really good condition. The bowls are not chipped or anything. The designs are not scratched, so I was very lucky. And yeah. So now, Claire, you've started a new obsession. Thank you. My husband's going to thank you, but thank you. I just need to figure out a way now to display them properly. And I'm going to have to ask you a question about how you display yours, because I've seen pictures where people have the bowls and you can see, like, you know, the bowls are like one on top of the other like that. Almost like they're stacked, but they're not. Yeah, I don't know how they're stacked. So I don't know what's inside the other bowl to stack them on top of. If you put something there, or, yeah. So I've just got them stored like that for now, and I've put them on top of my china hutch there. But yeah, new obsession. Who'd have thunk it? So there you go. So that is my update. I don't have anything else to share. If you have any questions for me, feel free to put them in the comments section below. I'll do my best to answer them. I love reading everybody's comments. I don't always get a chance to reply as quickly as I'd like, but I do try to reply to them. It just may not be like the same day, but I do try and get to it. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to post them below. Thank you to all my lovely subscribers. Oh my gosh, there's so many of you, and I still can't believe that you enjoy watching me and listen to me ramble on about my favorite hobby. But it's lovely. Thank you for doing that. And I think I may do a giveaway or something in an upcoming update. I just need to wrap my head around what I want to do and what I want to give away. So that'll be coming up as well. The other thing I want to do is there's this husband tag that's been floating around. It's a husband quiz, and I'm going to get my husband to do that. He's already agreed to do it on camera with me. I just need to get him to sit down and answer the questions. And what else? That's about it, really. So happy stitching. Thank you so much for watching. You guys make my day. I'm so pleased to do the videos and, you know, upload them to YouTube and have interaction with other stitchers, which I don't get often. So it's been a lovely experience. So anyway, have a good one. Happy stitching, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.